Five, four, three, two, one.
Hello, welcome back to the Blerdiverse. We're back with another one, day 30. Heck, after this, one more day. We're almost there. We're almost at the finish line. Today, we are checking out X-Men Trial of Magneto, issue 5. So, X-Men Trial of Magneto, this is a story in the X-Men storyline. Basically started after the X-Men Gala, what's in the Hellfire Gala and everything after the X-Men had colonized Mars and made it the new place of Araco and X-Men planet, really. But basically, following that end of that whole Hellfire Gala, the body of Scarlet Witch was found, and we had a whole what's in previous issues trying to figure out who did it. All the signs point to being Magneto is the person who killed Scarlet Witch and everything, and that like the word went out, and the Avengers came to go search out as far as Captain America, Iron Man, the Wasp, and Vision. Is like, yeah, she's dead. This is scary. And even her sons came to help now. So she came back to life as far as through the resurrection protocols and everything through Krakoa. But like they're still trying to figure out who killed her, and on top of that, like last issue, her self-actualization as far as her guilt or whatever actualized into some monsters that were attacking Krakoa that were just kept coming back and everything. But after her past, present, and future selves work together, magic stuff gets a little tricky here. They were able to defeat those things, and after that, at least this issue, as far as her telling, this is the person that killed her. So we started a chapter there. We're there at the court in Krakoa, where we see the killer, and the killer is Toad, which I'm like, Toad? What the fuck? What the fuck did this happen? Okay, so yeah, they say Toad did it, and then Toad's like, yeah, I did this. I killed her for take a revenge for what she did during the House of N storyline, and how she took away a lot of mutants' powers and all this other stuff, and all the damage she caused mutant kind. I did it for the Brotherhood. I did it for Magneto. Yeah. And heck, unfortunately, with Krakoa law, you fuck around with Krakoa law, you get exiled, and exile means you get buried in the pit of the island. So that's what happens to Toad, and then the Avengers like, well, heck, good to have you back, Wanda. Let us know if you need anything. We'll be out. She's like, yeah, I will. And after that, she's like, hey, man, will you help? I was like, I gotta step. So she, the thing ends. Magneto, you see Magneto going back to his place. We see him take his helmet off, and him drop to his knees and start crying and everything, because heck, he has a lot to bear. Because like they talked about like the way he loves, and like he's a hard lover as far as like he doesn't know how to talk with his emotions and everything, and unfortunately he ends up pushing people away, even though he's trying to bring people together, and that he's willing to die and fight for what he protects. But sometimes when he does that, he ends up hurting the very thing he's trying to protect. I mean, yeah. Her sister Lorna, aka Polaris, Legion, and Proteus. She's created this little little ritual place and everything, with some drawings and all that. And it's like, all right, if you three can get in these three places, we can be able to see the Eldritch Orchard and basically see what Wanda's trying to do. And they're trying it and everything, but it's not working. And then Lorna, aka Polaris, is like, hey, I don't think it's me who needs to be here. I think it's you to be here. He's like, are you sure? Hey, do you feel like you're Magneto's daughter as much as you feel like you're my sister? She's like, yeah. So they get into that circle, and that those three unite their powers as far as Legion, Scarlet Witch, and Proteus, and get access to the Eldritch Orchard. By doing this, they then get back all the mutants across all the time that have been lost to us. Like over that night, 20 million mutants are added to the resurrection queue, as far as the mutants who lost their powers during the House of M, Genosha, etc., as far as who was there before the protocols and everything. So basically, no mutant forever is ever lost again. And we see Northstar and his husband saying that, hey, they're gonna have a daughter, because they had a daughter in the past, but like unfortunately she died before her mutant gene had became a parent and everything, so they're crying and they're happy and everything, and then they bring back Thunderbird, which is an iconic name in the X-Men lore and everything, and heck, it's just crazy to see all that. And then Charles is like, how did all this happen? And Hope's like, yeah, it was the Scarlet Witch, she did this. And then we see the storytelling and everything about how the Pretender became the Redeemer, because she unfortunately became the name of the Pretender because we thought that she was a mutant this whole time, but she wasn't. She was really from the Wonder War and everything with her brother, and she wasn't really Magneto's child. And also because the whole House of M stuff, she became known as the Pretender, but she became known as Redeemer because she brought all these mutants back. And heck, good W for her. Only thing is that they did lie as far as they go back in time and show like what happens on the night of her murder. That basically what happened for her to be able to do this is that she had to go to Krakoa Resurrection Protocols so she can be able to get access to the Eldritch Orchard, so they can be able to do all this stuff and finally right the wrong that she'd been trying to right for all this time and everything. But since they did that, they lied, created a fake murder weapon, framed Toad. I mean, I get it. Like, he probably did. It's like, okay, Magneto told him to do it. They did that and everything, and that's just not cool. But it's whatever. Out of 10, I give this a solid 8 out of 10. I mean, it's a decent read all through and through. But I mean, I still don't bang with the part that like Toad gets exiled because of their decisions and everything. Which Scarlet Witch is like, yeah, I'm fighting for his innocence, but and I haven't seen anybody get a retrial from exile. I mean, like right now they have Sabretooth, Orphan and Orphan Maker, and now Toad inside of exile. So we're gonna see. Other than that, like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll be back one more day. New Year's Eve, last day of the year, our last upload for 31 days, man. We've been pumping it out. I'm glad to see it. I hope you're enjoying it. Take care, stay up, and I'll see you tomorrow for the last day. Peace.